What is the most fucked up thing you have seen? When I was about 9, my friend Jason called to say he was coming over. This was the 80s, so no cell phones. So, after he was taking way too long to get there, I called. His grandma said he just left a little bit ago. So, I waited, he still didn't show. We lived in a dangerous part of town in Section 8 and so I started to get nervous again. He was only a block away, why would it take so long? I called Graham again and she was like, well, maybe he saw a friend on the way, check outside. So, I did. I went outside and his dead body was by the entrance to my building. His coat and shoes were gone. It seems someone murdered a little boy for his fucking stuff. I had the pleasure of discovering him and testifying at the guy's grand jury later. I didn't see the accident, but while living in Jamaica I saw a man carrying a mangled body just walking in the country. I later learned they were brothers, and worked construction together. One brother fell from a great height, and the other brother was just carrying his body, walking towards the hospital even though the brother had died on impact. He was just in a terrible sad mania. When I was in high school the drama teacher was walking around on the catwalk high above the auditorium and she got her hair stuck in an exhaust fan. At that time her hair was almost to her knees. Her scalp was ripped off and I saw her in the hallway with towels and blood everywhere. She was in shock and shivering on the ground. The school went into lockdown and we were escorted to a different area so we didn't have to see the aftermath. Unfortunately I saw it before that happened. She was in the hospital for nearly a year recovering. Got called to the ER to help work a code. It was a man who had a bloody nose that simply would not stop bleeding. By the time they got him to the ER he had lost so much blood he was in arrest. Doing CPR on a dude who died from a bloody nose is something you'll never forget. So much blood. Car accident OMW home from work. I stopped to call 911 and got out to check on people. The guy I had checked on was holding his intestines in his lap. I don't have a clue how I was able to stay composed for his sake telling him everything was fine. It was just a scratch yada yada.